Any possibility for a coaching VOD review?
That was
Mr. Street?
fucking loud. Yeah, sure, man. When you look at the game, you would think, oh man, like I played phenomenally. I was 1v9. I lost due to pure coin flip. But there's rarely such a thing as pure coin flip in low reload. Rarely. Okay. You gotta play this correctly. That's not the correct play. You can still recover it if you recast the Q properly, but. Ah, no, that's sad. He's gonna live. Ooh, I was worried you were gonna do something like that. Okay, like I was critical here and I flamed a lot. Best play you could have done. That's Baron for you guys. Ping Baron, ping Baron, ping Baron, ping Baron, ping Baron, ping Baron. Who the f is pinging this? Ping Baron! Yo! Alt click, alt click. Oh, that's good. Go, be closer, be closer, be closer, be closer. If you're closer, he dies. If you're closer, he dies. This was genuinely one of the best bronze gameplays I've seen. Like, I'm not joking. Looks like a banger. Your build is fine. Magice is cocky. Magice is all or nothing on support. You'll notice very often I won't buy it. Because on support, you kind of, like, when I play support, I hate having a shutdown on me. Because when I have a shutdown on me, that means I can't play as aggressive. Same thing happens with Magice. It's kind of counterintuitive to the support playstyle. Because mid, you tend to not die ever if you play well. Support, you tend to die a lot, even if you play really well. Not to mention your spike, because if you invest 1250 in this, your spike on death cap will be severely delayed, because your gold income is shit later on. So once you buy Magice, it's all or nothing. If you die, it's like, terrible purchase. Damage looks insane. See, this is the type of game you're playing versus 3 tanky engaged characters with Soraka, right? This is a game where I would suggest going line race with heal reduction. Think I've Magice lost? Yeah, that's fine then, for sure. In this game, I would have gone for heal reduction probably, especially because you don't have like a good character that does heal reduction. We have nobody who can apply it, like not a single person. Like nobody even bought it. Like people are not even thinking. Like so, this Soraka you can cut 40% of her champion just by buying one item. Sometimes this Night Harvester one-shot combo is worth giving up if you want to counter healing here, because, yeah, like, they're relatively tanky. Counter healing is pretty good. What the fuck is Soraka building? First strike full AP. She's got Void Staff on Soraka. What a chad. Let's watch what you fucked up. Although, like, when people, like, get these VOD reviews, you guys usually tend to send me, like, one of your best plays, right? You're gonna send me, like, one of your best games. Which is fair enough, because that's the game that you think you played perfect. Because then... what the fuck happened to my camera? Because that's a game you guys think you played perfect, which means there are blind spots and you're not noticing some of the mistakes. That being said, like, I don't know. I mean, at 42 minutes, the game should be winnable. If it lasted 42 minutes in bronze, like, you probably could have won it if you played perfectly, but we'll see. We'll try to dissect some of the fundamental principles. So, early game. The first thing you do when you load up in a game, and I don't know, like, this is like a very fundamental thing that a lot of people don't do, and this is like very, very useful knowledge for bronze, silver, gold, diamond, like whatever. The very first thing you do is like look at your immediate things. Immediate matchups, then adjacent matchups, and then all-encompassing game, right? That's what you want to look at. So the first thing you look at in this bot lane specifically is like, okay, Jinx vel'koz versus Misfortune Soraka. Interesting matchup. What does that tell us about the matchup? Misfortune is a bit more oppressive. Jinx has better all-in. Short of you getting like completely bursted. Soraka has a slightly weaker poke, but then she has better sustain, so it's a bit annoying. So what does that tell us about the situation? We don't initiate in small trades, okay? We never do minor trades here because they're really bad for us. Because in the long term, we're gonna get withered down, lose control, and they will outscale us, right? So you don't want to get to the minor trades. You either go for the kill, or you don't go, right? That's the play. What you do after that, and this is something you do in lobby, right? When you see the champion little icons, that's what you do in your head. It's a very interesting thing to do. And then you go one step further. It's like, okay, let's encompass a jungler in that. So you have this 2v2. How does a jungler play the role? Okay, we have junglers who are at least the best jungler in this game right now. Rank 1 jungler by far, and the most aggressive early game jungler. Compared to Skarner, which is the most useless jungler in the game, and rank 55 after vel'koz. So he's garbage. So that means we can tend to orchestrate some dives with Elise, and we can play really well, and we can follow her aggression on the map. Okay, then you look at the other things like, okay, Soraka into Diana, what does that do? Like Soraka or Tristana. Tristana should be winning early game. You have top lane fucking Ornn who's gonna scale, give you items, but also you kind of don't want to scale because Diana Jax is gonna shit on you. So it's like, okay, we want to play mid game team fighting kind of, it doesn't snowball and win the game. If we go too late, it's pretty bad for us, right? So what is the win con? What do you play for? Out of those, getting Tristana ahead, getting Jinx ahead with Elise early aggression would be the play. Anyway, this is just like minor dissection of the game. That's something that should like go through your head as soon as you see the champions in the lobby. I mean, you don't have to like know all of it, but the important thing is to ask yourself questions, because then you're constantly thinking about it. That means like you're gonna get better at the game. Wow, nice try. Protecting the Skarner thing. Okay, a little bit of banter here. They get the thing, but you get 20 gold back. Boom. Advantage denied. Nearly equalized. You got a bit of poke, got manifold band. Let me check your runes real quick. You're doing copy paste my runes, fair enough. Respect. You went with exhaust, which is decent in this game, especially because you want to play all in aggression. So exhaust will be good there. Okay. Elise going to invade. This guy stops them. That's pretty awkward. It's gonna harm Elise early game. We immediately make a mental note on that, knowing Elise is late. Bot lane starting here, so okay. Hopefully, like I may be going a little bit too deep because I know this is bronze, and I might be talking a little bit too much in terms of like the macro and all that. But I just want you to understand that the bigger narrative and everything is like rooted in that. Even though you won't pick up all the information right now, it's very important that it's put out there so you can come back to it and like digest it piece by piece when you're lacking something, because that's what the game is all about. Like, these things are important. They're coming late to the lane. They helped the Skarner, which means Skarner is bots, which means you can get ganked in the next 30 seconds. Well, Elise can never be there. Elise is playing for a 3-minute gank, 250, but now it's delayed, so 3 minute, 315, 320 bot lane gank. But yeah, good poke, brilliant angle, cutting off. That's like one of the core things. Like, I like what you're doing. Look at your positioning here. Your positioning is in and out. See, this is good game sense, and like this could be just like from osmosis. You watching and you like seeping, like my gameplay seeping into your skin slowly, because you don't necessarily like. A lot of people don't really know why they're doing something, but the fact that you're doing this is really good. This is what we call a kill box. Is you have like these two angles in a triangle, right? You have this, and how, like, find a good position for misfortune here. When you look at the wave like this wave state, like this. Where's a good position for misfortune? Is it here? She gets fucked by Jinx. Is it here? She gets fucked by velkoz. Is it in the wave? You can cut her off, either bait her in, hit her, or hit her after when the minions die. There's no good position. And that's why we do the kill box. And people just don't know how to deal with it. You break them just by doing this. And you're doing it very well. You're doing very, very well here. I don't get it. Should you push hard the wave in bot when you're first in lane, enemy doesn't come in? No. In fact, you want to do the opposite very often. If enemy bot lane is late, what you're going to do is you're going to grab the wave, hide in a brush, they're going to cluster, reach the wave here, focus your minion first, and push towards you. Especially here, when the Skarner started bottom side, he's got early advantage in the jungle because he's there. Your release is going to be super late, so you don't want to hard shove this. You want to drag this out for as long as possible and squeeze out the most poke you can into the enemy bot lane, right? That's exactly what we're doing here. So, wonderful gameplay from Quantum. I'm too lazy to keep the directed camera, so I'm going to look at here. Okay, a bit of a indecisive play there. You could have just gone out like auto to Q, like auto attack, instead of like Q and then run away. That's a good trade. You're pushing out. Nice. Okay. So I'm not sure how deliberate that was, but it was pretty good. All right, because this is something people don't really pay attention to in bot lane. This is like one of the where most bot lanes lose or win, and that's level 2 spike. You count your minions. When these 2 minions die, you get level 2, and if enemies are not counting, they get destroyed. So this is exactly what happens. And if you like here you did it, but you did it reactively. Okay, level 2 advantage is huge till silver. Shut the fuck up, K's. People don't realize it till silver too. People don't realize that in challenger sometimes. People fall asleep. Okay, consciousness, being conscious about your actions is the #1 thing in the game. People will forget about it in Diamond, in Master, in Challenger. It doesn't matter. They will forget about it. Even if they know the principle, they will forget about it. So here, you realize that you're ahead. You realize that you're ahead in the trade, so you trade back. But you can reverse engineer it and think, I will be ahead in the trade because we're gonna hit level 2 in 5 seconds and they won't be. So in that case, you can take a shitty trade. You can walk up and bait. That's usually what happens in high elo. You're gonna go in and take a shitty trade. And they're gonna go into you and it's like, oh, you get level 2 and then you hard win. So you can even go for a kill here. Good poke. You got level 2. They don't respect it one bit. You should never fall back here. Never fall back. If you walked forward, exhausted, chased her down, good chance she dies. Your Jinx might need to flash, but good chance she dies. See? Like, look at her HP. She could have been easily dead. They're also running double heal for some fucking reason, which is more the reason for us to get Oblivion Orb. And Oblivion Orb now is better. So you should have definitely gone Landry instead of Night Harvester here. But yeah, you made huge advantage. This is just free load. Like, you cracked them already early. And you want to play for all-in, so them not having flashes is very good because you eventually want to capitalize on the advantage. Not to mention their lane is a bit more difficult now because Ellie is going to be playing bottom side while Skarner is going to be pathing towards top side. Skarner will be ganking top, which is stupid. Elise can be diving bot, which is perfect. That's something you want to do. Soraka just got 60 CS. Pure AP. Go for the kill. Go for the kill. Go for the kill. Go for the kill. You didn't flash, you didn't kill. That's sad. You should have killed that. Flash, WQ, dies. Hey, Fixlip. Okay, here we go. Like this Soraka didn't even heal. Like you're being, I mean, theoretically it's good to give this to your AD carry in high elo. We just don't rely on them in lower elo ever. Like you don't know if your Jinx is a degenerate. So safest thing is to get the kill there. You should not be like, because she could have easily escaped if your Jinx didn't do that. Or if she popped heal, it would have been 1-for-1 trade. Most likely. It's just, you need to reset. Look at your mana. Coordinated reset happening. I thought she was gonna freeze. I'm like, wait, what? Is this Korea? Okay. I'm really sure that aggro flash plays. Yeah, that's the thing. Most velkoz players are. Because velkoz players are passive. They all just want to not die, you know, that's the idea. That's why I'm trying to, well, tell you when you can flash, because you need to know. velkoz is like checklist, you know. Do they have this? Do they have this? Do they have this? Okay, so now I'm winning. What happens if I flash? If I flash, win. So you do it. Okay. Let's see. Dark Seal boots. Rotate to lane. Let's go. Brrr. velkoz go. Brrr. I like it. Beeline into them. Good. Kill one minimum. Kill one minimum. I feel like the Soraka is going without heals. Yeah, she's not even leveling up heal. 2 points in Q, 2 points in E. Yeah, like a proper thing there would be focus Soraka. Usually in these situations you always focus Soraka, especially because she was the one farther back and she's the one that can heal AD carry but not heal herself. So you kill Soraka and then try to get the AD carry as well. The Soraka is a little bit griefing here. A little bit griefing. But yeah. Nice, cheeky intro. Yeah, Soraka can't heal herself. A lot of people get confused because if she hits you with the Q, she gets minor HP back. But she has no way of pressing W on herself. So... Minor heals. I mean, she can press ult when she has it. But by that point, like, we can reduce healing. Okay, so we touched on some fundamental stuff. You notice how Elise is playing bottom side. She's cracking bot. That's exactly what she should be doing. Okay. Awkward trades. long-term projection of this. Okay, let's think about this. Long-term projection of this scenario. You're sitting on 650 gold. For a support, that is a lot. She's on 500. They're coming with max value of items. You won't really be ahead here. You were slightly ahead, but you're very low HP. Your long-term projection here is not good. In wave or 2 of minor trades, you're done. So we're already we need to start planning a way out, right? You need to start thinking about an exit strategy, which is clear the wave, reset fast, like shove and reset. That's already what you're looking to do, right? See, this is not what we do. We shove this. You ping her. You do the ping, push, up, right. Okay, we go like the northeast ping, which is the shove. And you just W, E the back line, Q the front line, he kills them all, boom. And then you recall. Especially now, no silence, no root, go in, clear it. Clear the wave. Okay, she's out of position, you're getting a kill, fair enough. This is a risky game, because a jungler here can punish. Theoretically, the correct play here is to shove a recall, right? We don't want to play with fire when we're already ahead, and especially when you come back from base, you're going to be insanely ahead. So, we can do that. It doesn't really yield anything on the macro. See, this is like a difference between a good macro kill and a bad macro kill. This is like a bad macro kill. You don't really get anything. By the time you get this wave, the next wave will arrive. By the time you get that wave, this guy can get you, mess up your recall, she can come back, clear the wave, or catch it. You deny least amount of possible CS, but you don't get insane value because you get no plates, no objectives, nothing, right? You need to package your kills into something better. Like, this is good, like, kill is a kill, but theoretically correct place to play it as safe as possible. Here, you're creating offset. From here, you're carrying. You could have helped her shove. Could have helped her shove, because, okay, what happens is, there's cases where you tend to do this. And there's cases where you want to do this, especially when you're roaming. The thing is, in low reload, most people don't roam. Okay, so here's a very interesting principle. You don't want to offset from your AD carry as much, especially when you're ahead. The more you offset, okay, so what happens if you recall earlier? You recall earlier, you're gonna come to lane earlier. She recalls late, she comes 30 seconds later than you. Okay, you in lane, 1v2, what do you do those 30 seconds? Nothing. You're wasting time. You have to wait for her, because you can't fight. Maybe you get caught, maybe you die, whatever. The only reason you would want to do this early recall is if you want to reinforce something, which is, you want to rotate mid to punish. You want to rotate with Elise, invade here, right? Those are the plays that you want to do. When you're trying to offset yourself from AD carry, make sure there's a reason. Otherwise, you're just losing pressure. Okay, we're moving up, we're moving up.
Red team has slain the dragon.
So they get dragon, mid dies. You do this kind of rotation, but we can't really do anything short of going top, and top is ungankable, so fair enough. Fair enough, not much we can do. We go back to bot lane. Okay. See what happened with the offset? You walked in, you took a trade, you're 45% HP. Why did we do this? Because we hadn't, like, we didn't have like a clear goal in mind. You offset yourself without real purpose, came back, and then you took a bad trade because you were 1v2. So now you significantly lowered your kill potential when you're supposed to be full and you want to go forward and bully them. You're the initiator here. If you get low, you can't engage. Can't engage, can't snowball.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Okay, good hit, but look how you're playing. You're playing behind her. You can't go forward. Laning. See, now you're just too afraid that she's gonna do one make it rain. You get hit by that, and you get super low, and you don't get to play. Soraka will hit you with the silence, although she's now low mana. But look, you're playing this as if you're the Soraka, like bare minimum control of the lane. See, her positioning there was shit because she's a garbage player. If you were closer, you could have punished that, and maybe you'd have killed. It's not about the offset. Like, you can offset. There was like an idea, because you hovered mid. You went towards mid, there was no play to be made, you warded, you came back. The thing is, like, what I'm trying to get to is to make you consciously realize that there is an offset. Because most people don't register when it happens. Like, you did it, and it could have worked. Like, maybe you could have caught this here, and you, like, if she survives 0 HP, you go mid, you kill her. Boom. Perfect. The thing is just to realize that you're offset. So in that case, you don't face check bot lane 10 seconds before Jinx arrives. You wait for Jinx, and then you converge with her and try to gank the bot lane. That's how you play that. It's all about, like, creating advantages in everything. Every sort of, like, every minor movement has pros and cons. It does something. And if you coordinate your playstyle like a well-rehearsed dance, like, you got it all. See, that was a lousy play. Jinx wasn't even there, you would have never killed solo, so the play was to wait. Okay, what's this? So your Jinx leaves. Like, I mean, there's multiple issues here. So the first thing is your Jinx is not in range, so if you land it, you don't kill. Secondly, your EW is garbage. And there's a gap between minions, which means you can Q first easily. You can Q, EW, she flashes, boom, that's fine. Or you stand still in a brush, wait for Jinx, ping her to come. When she comes around here, you then hit Q. Okay. That was, flip play, not that great. Turned out to work. Fair enough. Fair enough, you snowballed. Wasn't necessarily the greatest of plays. What I'm trying to tell you here is, like, you may look at, okay, we killed her, we got her flash, this is good. This is like random play. This is a random play. If they play better, if Soraka, like, pops any abilities, if she heals, she can silence you. Like, once you get to a bit higher elo, you will get shit on for this play. You will get punished. Like, gold players are gonna destroy you on this play. These guys are just very garbage. Okay, we get a kill. We're moving around. I like your habit of rotating in between lanes. This is like a very good habit, and I think that as well might have been absorbed from watching the stream a lot, because really no bronze players do this. What bronze players do when they spawn here, they right click to middle of the lane and they just go AFK and, like, scroll Instagram and check for thoughts, right? That's what they do. This is the proper thing to do. You always want to go in between two lanes where you want to go, because then you're versatile. You can rotate left or right, wherever you want, right? You control the game. You're creating really good vision, you're preparing stuff, and you're in there, you know? Like, if your Elise rotates here, you can invade together. You can gank your own lane, you can have so much control because you're ahead. That's exactly what you're doing here. You could have played a way more aggressive. There's no reason to play that passive. You just warded everything, you know what's up. You could press on and try to force summoners there. It doesn't matter that you don't have ult. So far you could have cracked this game so hard already. But this is pretty good. Really good performance though. This is among the better, dare I say the best, bronze velkoz gameplay. Although it's a bit aided by Soraka never healing. But yeah, that makes these Qs so deadly. But if you imagine this is not Soraka, these, like, sure, these Qs are amazing. Okay, I like that, dude! You just W the wave. You literally just W the wave. That's so rare that people do. He's recognizing, okay, let's press on, let's pressure. Like, most people when I coach, even in gold, in platinum, they're gonna be like, I don't want to touch the wave. My AD carry will ping me. It's like, bro, fucking shove. If the play is to shove, shove it. Fuck the AD carry. Nice! Stand your ground. You not even panicking. Bro, this has got to be the best bronze gameplay I've seen. What the fuck? Like, diamond players tend to panic very often there. And like, that's fucking sick. You recognize you're not gonna die quickly. You held your flash, QR, man. It's fucking insane. Bro, I'm losing it. This is too good. This is actually too good. Rotating and then realize shit's happening and then you rotate to the left side. Oh. Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Okay. You gotta play this correctly. That's not the correct play! You can still recover it if you recast the Q properly, but... Ah, no! That's sad. He's gonna live. Maybe? Max range Q can reach. Not anymore. Flash. Ooh, I was worried you were gonna do something like that. Okay. Okay, like... Look. Why? Like, it doesn't matter if he sees you. It doesn't matter, like, anything. There's no reason to try and do like a sneaky combo one-shot 100 to 0. That's something you do when people are doing Baron and like you're desperate and they don't know that you have them. They're full HP. You know, like you need to land a full combo. You don't give a shit about this. Okay, this guy is stuck in a cage with this fucking void monstrosity. He's low HP. Like you can literally stand at the gates here and just stand there and like fucking dance. You know, you can do like the fucking blah blah blah. You know, you don't care. You just watch him die. And at one point, he's gonna start moving towards you, and then cue him in the face. And then he dies. Why would you do a dry combo? Dry combo is the ultimate sin of velkoz player. Do the EW first. That's ridiculous. Like, Void Gods, Watchers have given you the Q ability for a reason, okay? Always do Q. You do Q, and then you set up everything else. Q is the lube. Like, this is a random fucking play. You flash Q here, could have worked. You didn't. You were indecisive. You flash Q here, and we don't get a kill. Oh, that was devastating. Oh, you're gonna die as well. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You just did the worst thing possible. So. Okay, yeah, one mistake led to another and another. You got greedy, you chase this guy deep. Bronze game. In no universe this is worth it. Okay, this is something that I explained last night when I was doing coaching. This is a gambler's fallacy. This is like sunk cost fallacy, okay? You invested your time here, you invested your flash, you didn't get the kill. What is the play? Gamble it all. Deep dive, get the kill back, surely we're gonna live, we continue and destroy the plates, and we're recovered. It's as if we never made a shit play, right? The responsible adult thing to do is understand I made a garbage fucking play, and now it can only go downhill from here. I'll cut the losses. I'm late to bot lane rotation. My bot lane Jinx might die while I'm gone, okay? She might die while I'm gone. She might lose a plate, she might lose pressure because I fucked up. I'm coming back without flash, it's a rough situation, but what can you do? I fucked it up. If you go in, that's just the worst thing you can do. Because now you invested your exhaust, you wasted your time, your bot lane is 1v2, you killed Skarner, who cares, but you gave 700 to Diana. Oh, Jinx died as well. Okay, see, this Jinx dying here, that's your death, okay? In an alternate timeline, where you don't do that, Jinx doesn't die. So every time I see these types of things, I attribute these mistakes to you. And that's how you should act, right? Like, because it's pretty much the consequences of your direct actions. And that's good. That's good, because it's very telling that you need to Fix that one thing. And the mistake here is glaring. Like everything else in this game, like are minor mistakes, minor hiccups that can like be, like they just change the game. Look at this. Like look at how much. Like look at the gold. Look at the gold in this game right now after this plate. You guys are ahead 900 gold, but have one dragon. And dragon is about 1k gold value anyway. So you guys are equal here, and they scale better. Like you're losing this game technically right now. You're technically losing it. When you were giga ahead. They got so much off of that one rotation. Okay, we're coming back. Not to mention your 5 Dark Seal stacks you lost, like 500 gold value. Okay, go gank your own lane. That's how we do it. Nice. Not the optimal combo. That really never kills. The play there was to rotate around and try to hope that they can cut someone off. Hey Nalgene, morning buddy.
Turret plating will fall soon.
I think I need to get... Okay, let me try to rationalize this. Because what I do here is like when I come back to lane here, I just fight. I will literally just fight without even thinking. Because I've played too many games. But why you want to fight? You gotta contextualize this. Okay, you guys were ahead. Then you died, both of you. You went back to base, enemies overstayed. So enemies were behind even before. So when you think about this, there's efficient gold value that matters, not the total gold. The thing we compared earlier was you're ahead 1k total gold. What is the efficient gold? Efficient gold is how much you used. You have 4.6k, but you only have 100 in your inventory, which means 4.5 is in you, right, on the items. For you it's 4k, for Jinx is 450, right? So you guys have 9,500 gold value. Okay, let's take enemy bot lane. 3.4, 3.9, but they're sitting on 1.1, 1.3, okay? So in total, these two guys have 2.5 thousand unused. So out of their whatever 7.5, 5k, they have 2.5 unused. So they have 5,000 gold, okay? Don't let the math confuse you. They have 5,000 efficient gold, while you guys have 9.5. You guys are ahead bot lane, 4,000 gold almost, or not 9. You got what? 8.5, right? You're at 8.5. So you're ahead 3,000 gold. Does that make sense? You're ahead 3 to 3.5k gold in this fight. Because you don't really care about like the total gold, you care about what they have efficiently. So they're overextending without having a reset completed. And they won't utilize that gold, they won't access to it before they recall. And you want to fight them. Like you just want to walk in. Like you don't care. You walk in and fight them. You want them to fight you back. And that's the reason why we want to fight. And that's why we know it's going to be hard winning. Because that is a game-breaking advantage that you're gonna lose as soon as they recall and cash out. And when analysts and people like who are knowledgeable of the game, they will mention this ebb and flow all the time, and that is essentially what ebb and flow is. One team makes a play, the other team comes back from base. They have higher gold efficiency. They have more tempo on the map. They can exert pressure, while the other team needs to pull a reset, and reset is gonna cost them time. And you utilize that, you punish that. You try to crush enemies because you're coming out of the base fresh. So it's always like ebb and flow. You always come out, get some kills, enemies come out, try to kill you, right? And if you're a good player, you're gonna kill on the comebacks or deny them or zone them, deny the recalls, control the map, pressure, and you're gonna have proper reset so they can't do the same to you. And that's what a good player does. Okay, you let Jinx destroy the turret. How very noble of you. I wouldn't have done so, but sure. Especially because you're rushing to the item. You rotate, you help around Herald. Okay, we're doing a whole lot of nothing right now. I like that you're trying to make a gank at least, but whatever, get some vision, and then fall back. Can't really fight bottom side. We have no vision whatsoever. Like, or you have no control, you have no teammates. Like, why are you instigating this fight? Nobody knows. In what universe do you win this fight? Okay, this is... Okay, we're getting to, like, basic mistakes. These are, like, very, very basic mistakes. If you just count the members, you win. Like, this mistake is avoidable if you have... like, prerequisites to avoid this is elementary school knowledge and counting to 5. So, when you turn off the vision, okay. Okay, let's look at the blue vision. How many members do you have active here? 1, 2 barely. You have 2 guys here, low, doing this, recalling. So you have 2 efficient members in this fight. How many do they have? 1, 2, 3, XX. We don't see the others. So they have 3 to 5. 2 versus 3 to 5. This is negative power play. The power play is when you do proper rotation and you crush something 4v3, 3v2, 2v1, you gank something, you create advantage, right? That's a power play. This is negative power play. You're playing into them. You're kayaking like into the fucking waterfall, like from the bottom of it. Like you're trying to climb it up somehow. Like you're just going like against the current here. It's just not doable. You don't win these ever. So this play is just doomed from the start. So, like you did a whole lot of nothing by rotations, and the play there was to go with Elise and then rotate top and try to dive this, and that would be the power play. Like like enemies are like consisting on the bottom side. You group up, you dive top. Boom. This guy dies. You pop Herald, destroy this. Boom. Herald crashes here. You rotate. Santa destroys mid. Game's over, right? You don't do that. You do the absolutely opposite thing, which is the only worst thing you can do than do nothing, which is do the worst thing possible. Do the play that enemies want to make anyway. Because this is the play enemies want to make right now. They want to fight you. And you're just giving them that. She does a Herald there, but Herald gets minimal value because it's just one slam. Because you can't really fight after. Elise dies. Shit Herald, Elise died. All you. Indirectly. So it's about 50% on you. Because, well, maybe they're that bad and they would have made just as bad mistakes anyway. But the fact that you did that provoked them to do... Like, you created a possibility for them to make a mistake. And if you create the possibility for your teammate to make a mistake, that's 50% on you. Right? Like, let's say you're playing basketball and it's like 4 seconds to the buzzer. You throw the basket, you basket like ball in the basket, you miss, bounces to your teammate takes it, he misses as well. Like the fact that he missed is your fault because you missed it first. At least 50%. You essentially created a timeline that wouldn't have existed if you played it right. Destroy her. Annihilate her. Why do we let her go? You just let her go. That's like this is where we go hyena mode, right? If you watch National Geographic, this is where you go hyena mode. Enemies are rotating around and have like these like fucking fully adult elephants, and you have these like tiny ones, these garbage elephants. There's the sickly, right? Sickly zebras. So what you do is you rotate around and you try to pick off the stragglers, isolate them and destroy this. So it's 80 carry, rotating and coming through last. Destroy her. Full combo that. You clear the vision, you know you're not seen. Like now you go into vision randomly. You see her. And then you try to Q and then you panic instead of fully comboing. Keep in mind, they're down a reset. They got some kills, but they didn't reset. They're low HP, they don't have ults, they don't have abilities. This guy uses his final thing, flash. Okay, I was worried you were not gonna do it. You see? You traded 1 for 1, even though like they just used everything. So here we don't let them recall. Well, they interrupted themselves, but you don't want to let them recall. You want to pressure and fight them, right? Good purchasing order, whatever. Your vision control is good. Rotation to bot here is alright. You're going in between once more, which is good. Go to mid. Okay. Valuable lesson here. This is the mirror rule, and I teach this every single coaching I do, basically, because it's such a potent rule. In order for you to not to think about every single scenario and champion interactions and who beats whom, like in a 1v1, 2v2, 2v3, whatever, you'd have to think about it. When your teammates are making a play 2v1, you're a statue. You stay put, you don't do shit. Why? Because if enemy jungler is not top, if enemy numbers are not countering this play, what the fuck are they doing? They're making a mirror play. So if you make 2v1 top, you better believe you're gonna get 3v4 on the bottom side. And you don't want to be in danger territory right here. You don't want to be fighting because inherently you will be losing. And you get engaged. In this case, they don't even have 4, and they could have easily had 4. They have 3v3, but you still face check, and it's just a random play. The thing is, they probably wouldn't have made this play without seeing your release anyway, so you have to respect. As soon as you're at somebody's shows on the map, you gotta respect. You eventually get the kill. You will eventually get the turret, but you guys died, so now the play is equalized. They just countered your play because you face checked and died randomly. Should have never been there. Should have hovered that. Should have hovered that and chased. Your team is low and they're gonna commit to that.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Should have definitely chased. You're gonna get shit on by Soraka. They run away and now you're late. At this point, don't go greedy because you can only die. What do we talk about? The Sunken fallacy, right? Okay, you get a pick. Risky play though, because again, numbers are not in our advantage. Okay. Random trades. Jinx coming. Or, whatever the fuck Pistana is the name. Random trades. See? See, this is not good. These are not good trades because, well, they're accelerating enemy team. They got better late game. All advantage is gone. They got 2 dragons. There's just no reason to make these plays. You only make the plays that you're winning. We only take the winning plays. The random plays we don't take. Okay, Jinx is still winning. Man, see how little advantage means in lower elo? Because people like really bad with it. They're bad at utilizing it. At this point, the game has lost control. Like you have no control over the game because you're just trying to make plays and like you're incapable of defending anything. A good Q. I like the read. But okay, now the game is completely equalized. We're no longer like the ones creating the pressure and doing stuff. You want to break the next dragon, so you want to create vision. Okay, we're getting dragon vision. Vision. Misfortune on a position. Killer should be free dragon. Make sure you're swift though, because you're in a timer. Okay, get out. You should be already getting out because she dies. Your team got caught. Doesn't matter, you made a pick, they got 2. Now the game is losing control once again. At this point, you're going to try the combo. That's a bad combo. You can do it much better. She gonna die, and now you gonna die most likely. Run! Okay, now you lose dragon. You have to reset. Ornn goes in, dies, trying to recover. This is just one by one. This is like, honestly, when I watch low reload games now, I want to vomit. I want to vomit because every mid game devolves into this garbage, right? The early game was looking super promising. You were making really good plays. You did good rotations, and then you made big mistakes. You lost all the advantage. Now you're just doomed, right? Like you're in this scenario. Okay, so the issue is like the game is like completely out of control. This comes down to the control of randomness and variables. Your gameplay mistakes promoted randomness. The more you promote randomness, the more you unlock potential of random players. You want to constrict every possible random variable, and you do that by the cleanest possible playstyle. If you play super clean, most of the times mid games won't ever get to this because you're gonna have clear advantages. You're gonna go like League of Legends 101. Group dragon, take dragon. If they contest, you kill them. Rotate, do herald. If they come, they kill. They die. You siege third. You destroy third. They defend. They die. Right? When you're at that point, when you're dead ahead, that's the game. Right now, the game is completely random. Everyone is just dying and getting one by one. So it's a whole mess. Like, you're now equal gold to Soraka when you think about it. You have 6 kills, she has 1. You have equal gold to Soraka. That's when you know a game is random. And you hard won the lane. This bot lane should not have been in the game at all. Okay. Jinx is gonna get caught. You're chasing too far, so you're never gonna get that kill. There's something else you can do in solo queue, which is a little bit like not a game tactic, but just a psychology tactic. If your teammates are constantly getting shit on and caught, you identify which of them are, and then you try to use them as bait. If your Jinx and Tristana keep getting caught and dying, next play you're gonna do is you're gonna stand here and hover them. You defend her, and if they engage, you combo, right? That's something you can do to mitigate the damage. And if you have a shit player, you at least trade the shit player for enemy good player. So not necessarily like a huge game tactic, it's just what you do. Like, how many levels between these roams? He was getting good roams here. Like, he was getting really good roams. Like, it bounced the wave, you roam. You create an opportunity, you roam. Right? Or if you freeze the lane, and then you leave. There's like many options. Like, the trick is not to roam and then offbeat. That is when huge waves are crashing bot. And that was the only time that happened, is when he went here and died. And that's what threw the game, pretty much. Okay. It's just a speed racer velkoz, right? Now you're running around. You see that there's no clear goal, right? You're not really threatening anything. You're just running around, and it's a lot more difficult to make a play because enemies are not locked into one position. And yeah, like, it's not like you're controlling something, threatening an objective, so they have to come to you. It's just they're more in control than you now. At this point, is just defensive maneuvers. Wait for enemy mistakes and try to punish. Decent attempt. Okay, good ult. I like it. Decisive. Decisive ult. You didn't have to, like, you didn't come closer, try to land a random EW. You killed because you recognize there's a time element to this. Your team is getting engaged. You want to kill as fast as possible. Now you rotate. This is a good start. The best case scenario for you guys. You get a pick, enemies are diving deep. You want them to fight. 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 Good exhaust. Good trade. Your team should be doing stuff. She should die. You're letting her leave. You're letting her leave. You did perfect early, baiting. Should have just stood here. When she goes back, you Q her once. And then she dies to Elise. 100%. If you killed that, you could have gone Baron, actually. So you did 80%, you did the difficult part right, which is survive Diana with Flash. And then you didn't kill her, which is the easy part after. And that may have lost you the Baron. This was a perfect comeback, you just made a good comeback. You need to reset. Your team also needs to reset. They're trolling here. Elise gets caught, but she gets one at least. You get a reset. I like it. You almost got an item. They might attempt Baron. If they do, you try to fight them. What can you do? Checking. Where are the words? There we go. Oh, they're trolling. Like, they're not peeling off. Oh, kill him. Vipe him. Vipe him. Vipe him. Massive. If you die, you die. Who cares? Whatever. Perfect. Best play you could have done. That's Baron for you guys. Ping Baron. Ping Baron. Ping Baron. Ping Baron. Ping Baron. Ping Baron. Who the fuck is pinging this? Ping Baron. Yo. Alt click. Alt click. See, this is why I hate low elo. People in Challenger are gonna get one kill and they're gonna get Baron 5v4. You can completely fucking wipe them in the shortest span possible, which means they're all gonna have same timers. That's nothing worse for enemies than when they all have same timers, because there's nobody to impact the map at all. So you have 35 seconds for free, and nobody gets Baron. And you're calling Dragon. Like, I get the stress, because you need to get the Dragon, because they're gonna get fourth, but they can easily get the Baron and Power Recall and rotate here. So, in this case, if you spam pinged it, they could have done it. So, you can be commanding there, shot calling. If they do a proper reset, you should still get Dragon, but they need to reset. They can't greed. What are they doing? Okay, reset needs to happen. You need to spam them back. You need to spam them back. They might be trolling here. Are they not going to use the gold? Jinx has 1.5k. Or 1.2k. Okay, so they're not gonna recall before dragons. So this is gonna be a like you're fighting a dragon fight with like one hand here as a team. Oh, your positioning is rough. You're losing control. You don't have good vision. Good Q. Panic combo. Panic combo. Good damage there. Okay, you got one. Slow game. Don't commit. Don't commit. Don't flip. Man. I knew this was gonna happen because very often players are gonna be like, okay, we killed one, we can just do whatever we want, right? If we're dealing versus a wombo combo, killing one doesn't necessarily mean much if you're all stacking together and just doing random shit. Like, they can kill all of your team, but if they all stack on one place and you're velkoz, you're gonna do full combo and kill them all. So, that's a radical example, because that almost never happens, but it's just ridiculous thing that's so over that you all stack. Diana gets a 4-man ult into 4-man misfortune. Like, that's just ridiculous. Such an obvious play, and you all still walk in. Like, you're comboing something with a W instead of just leaving towards dragon and getting like to safety. You can even flash and you're chill. Like, yeah, whatever. Why are you not killing this, yo? Why are you not killing this? Thank you. Try to steal, there's no smite. Or there's smite, never mind. But yeah, still try to steal. Nice attempt, okay. Go recall. You didn't do shit, don't die. Don't die. Brrr. Wiggly velkoz. Okay, now we're just desperate. Elder can still win the game. Baron can win it. Like, there's many possibilities. Good pick. I like the positioning here. Respectable. Nothing really interesting here. That was a good combo, I think.
Shut down.
I think the positioning is just weird. Combo. Diana is coming, but whatever, you know. You hold it, you want to execute. Execute. That guy. Or missed his ult. Oh, man. Whatever, that was a decent combo from you, yeah. A whole bunch of random fighting. Okay, if you guys don't get Baron now, I'll be fucking mad. Okay, so look at this. This motherfucker is teleport in 15 seconds. Elise is up. You and Tristan are here full HP. Jinx is AD carry. You need to do Baron. If you don't spam ping Baron here, like, I don't know. Elise pinged Baron once. You pinged it once. Spam, 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 spam. They're getting sucked into Tristana's shitty play where she's gonna die. That's the second Baron you guys had. Preparation. Baron vision, Baron dance, rotating. This is just like waiting for somebody to get caught. Diana fucked it up. He did a good combo. She should die. Okay, delete her. Don't let her combo. Nice, good timing. Good. Baron. 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 Oh my god, Tristana. Tristana is such a god gamer. Tristana saved that. Baron. Call Baron. They cannot defend. They cannot defend. Like, I don't know what to say. It's like pointless. Like, there's not much you can do when they do shit like that. I can just tell you about the general principle. If everyone's low like that, you don't chase into them, try to kill them when they're low. Like, you start the objective, they're gonna come to you, and then you kill them all, and then you get the objective. It's just basic, simple stuff. Okay, at the very least, recall, prepare the Elder. That's gonna work. Surely. Surely. You lose 2 before Elder, there's gonna be Elder gone. This game feels like it lasts for 2 hours. I'm losing my mind. It's a mess. You try to deter them, you don't let them get to the point of stealing because you won't get it anyway. It's very low chance, so you try to poke them and get them. Like, if you can ult them to get them low, that's good. Oh, that's good. Go, be closer, be closer, be closer, be closer. If you're closer, he dies. If you're closer, he dies. Big mistake. I think they might not do Elder still. But big mistake. If they had Soraka, they could sustain and win the game, but they don't, sadly. So... Okay, they're trolling. Time it, time it, time it. Good. Okay, go here. Go here. Okay, good. You're zoning, they're doing it. You're zoning, they're doing it. Come on. Zone it. Be closer. Be closer. Be closer. That was a good angle, a good hit. Be closer. Soraka should have been dead by now. Kill him. How the fuck did nobody have smite here? 2 junglers, not a single smite. You'll get Elder, okay.
Red team's inhibitor.
So you have a couple of choices here. You have a couple of choices. Do you recall, try to end the game with a push top lane? Or do you recall and go Baron and then try to push top lane? I would probably opt in for the push top lane, because Elder lasts short and you probably want to use it immediately. So you buy Elixir, you got Death Cap. Oh my god, you're so fed. Why are they chasing mid?
Red team double kill.
Okay, they ran it down. Go hover one player. Honestly, hover the one remaining player. Like, hover her. Hover the only like surviving guy. You need to defend her. Okay, kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her. She should still die even though you fucked it up. Nice. Okay. You got a good timer now because they died with a delayed death. That was a lousy combo. Defend her. Man. If you had liners at this point, this guy dies. Yeah, pressure, pressure. Let's go. Let's get Dragon. Why is she recalling now? You have a better timer. You have 8 seconds, they have 30. Elder is insane for velkoz. Good combo. Nice. You're juking him around perfectly. Now he dies. That was perfect. Best case scenario. You couldn't have played it better. You could not have played it better. Ping Baron. For the love of God, ping Baron. If you miss a 3rd Baron, I'll be mad. Okay, you pinged it twice. Oh, there we go. 3-4, 3-4, 5. Nice. You pinged it actually more now. It's so obvious that you should do it. Like, you should ping like that, like every single time. Even more than that. Like, spam 6 pings on it, baby. I'll have this Soraka made a vow to never heal in her life. I'm pretty sure this guy's trolling. Like, he's doing like some sort of like, I'm gonna climb with Soraka without ever healing. 0 ult stacks, 0 W stacks, EQ max, full AP. This guy's like some high elo player trolling, I think. Playing Soraka without heals. Hey Joe, what's up, man? So you guys got Baron. Okay, what do we do with Baron? What do we do with Baron? Why is nobody defending this? You should recall. You should recall. You can handle Jax. You're gonna lose 2 inhibs to fucking Jax. And if you don't end the game here, the game is like really fucked. Why is this happening? Do you guys have maps? Nobody has minimap enabled. You have empowered recall. Like, empowered recall is the best counter to split push. Like, why is this guy getting your base? Now you're gonna do fluster recall, they're gonna interrupt 2 of you, and then 2 of you are gonna die. Or you'll interrupt and nobody recalls. Okay? Good. I like the decisiveness there. You need to kill. You need to press on. You need to press on. Don't stand in this. Don't stand in that. I figure we can end the Jax. Yes, in a good quality game, right? If you're playing a 5v5 with your team and you're on comms and you're like, yes guys, okay, we're gonna push here, we're obviously better, we wait for the next wave, we're gonna kill them, 5v3, we end the game, okay? Cool, done. In solo queue, you can't rely on that shit. You never trade randomly like that. Oh, we're gonna give 2 inhibs for a chance to end, and if you don't end, like, whatever, fuck it. Like, you're still winning the game if you defend. What a mess of a game. You do a very good combo. Another Elder coming. If you have nothing to do, push the waves, by the way, with the big minions. But, okay, we got a little bit of a foothold here. We can control the Elder. They're gonna be, they're gonna have to come to defend.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Why are you starting it? That's a troll. Yeah, okay, like... There's no universe in which you finish Elder before they arrive there. You as velkoz should never show in the first place. You're using your teammate as bait, Tristana can tank forever, you wait as a guy there, when they come in for Tristana, you full combo. This game would have gone entirely differently, okay? Even though your Jinx is top, I'm fairly confident you win the game if you don't do this. Okay, let's just imagine, like, use a bit of imagination. Tristana is here, you're staying in a brush. They pile down into her. This guy's gonna move exactly this path, throw E, Tristana's gonna jump out, he's gonna stand here, okay? Let's see where the others are gonna stand when he's standing there. These guys are arriving. Okay, so Misfortune is gonna be here. Jax is gonna be here with this guy. He's gonna jump on the Elder. Tristana is gonna be out, this guy's gonna be hitting it from here. So what you do is you full combo Misfortune, kill her, and then leave. And then, like, your Elise will be coming in. At this point, the game is in your team's hands. They will probably lose it, but this guy missed another ult. Man, low reload is funny. Poor Ornn, man. He missed 2 ults. He can't get the timing down. And finally, hallelujah, this game ends. This painful game. This misery, where you guys wasted 3 Barons, fucked up the Elder. And yeah, see if you dissect the gameplay, when you look at the game, you would think, oh man, like I played phenomenally, I was 1v9, I lost due to pure coin flip. But there's rarely such a thing as pure coin flip in lower elo. Rarely. You could have played this like a lot better. Although, like I was critical here, and I flamed a lot. And I think can do much better. This was genuinely one of the best bronze gameplays I've seen. Like, I'm not joking. This, like, velkoz performance was insane for, what was it? Bronze 2. That was insane performance. And I can guarantee you, like, I'd, like, cut my hand if you remain in bronze for the next 2 weeks we play game actively. Like, you can cut my hand in, like, my left hand.